it's like Tuesday afternoon here. Beautiful day in April, but you know, the whole world is shut down because of this virus. So we don't really know what the net result of that, you know, is going to be. You know, this project that we're working on here is a twofold project. It's a active business, an active charter boat business, and then it's also a restoration project. We use the money from the revenue from the charter boat business to fund the restoration. We've, you know, all of our bookings have had to cancel, and we don't have any right now on the books. So we're caught in a really uncomfortable situation in that we don't have any revenue coming in. But we need to finish these projects that we're working on. Now, some of the projects are strictly elbow grease, like I need to get to cleaning on these beams in here and stuff like that. But some are more in depth. I'm going to show you one, but in a minute. But I mean, this is a mess for the entire United States and really the whole world. This is a mess, and I think as you know, I really feel for people who've lost loved ones to this virus. I feel awful about that. At the same time, I think that what we've done to the country economically is completely brutal. I don't know how we'll get over it. I really don't. You know, you know, in the charter boat business, we depend on the spring and the summer because we don't do a whole lot in the winter. But you know, now the spring is basically gone. We'll see about the summer. I don't know that anybody's going to have any money to go on vacation. So it's you know, it's left a lot of questions here. But well, come here and let me show you what I'm going to do. I guess all else fails, rip shit up. So as we identified the problem downstairs, this problem up here became more evident. See that right there? There's a hole. This is where the water is getting in. This is aluminum behind here, and water is going between this old plywood and the aluminum. And so what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pull all this off, get down to the aluminum, and then put new plywood on top of that. That's what I think I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll be able to round up the materials needed to do it, but that's what I think I'm going to do. All else fails, rip stuff up. It looks like that plywood all had 5200 behind there. That's 5200. But you can see all this is soaking wet and completely delaminated. So I'll get back to good wood here. So that's just gone. I mean, you just can't, you know, you can't leave that. Hey, here we are, we're making some progress here. We took the eagle down. All of this wood is wet. All this plywood behind here is wet. Don't you love my tool? I'm using an old garden weeder. Works pretty good. We've also discovered some rotten wood back here. I've investigated on the other side. The good news is this is not a structural board. It's almost like a filler board. The structure is all behind there. So I think that I can probably do a really good job of getting all the rotten wood out and putting in some thickened epoxy or something like that. Because all I'm doing is just creating a place back here. And then I think the way I'm going to come back is with a fascia board on top of this that I can seal in fiberglass so that water running down goes over it and does not pond. I think that's how I'm going to fix it, and then seal up all these gaps real good here, and make sure, and you know, and make sure there's no water that runs down that's getting behind this. That's where all these problems, and ultimately where all the problems downstairs came from. The problems downstairs came from water coming off of this and getting into the bottom of the boat, and making that wood rot over time. That's what caused all that center beam to rot out and everything. So if I stop the water here, it won't be getting back in and down there. So that's what I'm up to. I think I'm gonna have to get out my better getter though. This over here is a little bit tougher, but I know it's wet like behind here and here, so it's all got to come off. And there may be some fiberglass reinforcement here, I think. So I got to decide. That feels pretty solid. I may not take that part off. Let me go get my other tool. Okay, so here's the task. I've got to take the string of pearl stairs over to our old slot. So I've got a cart here, or borrowed from the Marina. And now I'm going to try to tilt it up on there without it going in the ocean and being a complete disaster. Okay, I got it all strapped down now. Now it's just time to pull it over there to the string of pearls.